Hiya, Scott.
Hi, how are you?
Not too bad, yourself?
Not too bad.
Now, this is a special sort of interview because I believe you've stepped down as manager of Bushbury. Could you give me a reason for that?
So the growth of the club at the minute is tremendous. We've got a main team, a developmental team and a women's team. And we're looking to expand into different areas of the footballing game as well, with walking football, over 35s, disability football, etc. In order to do that, it takes up a lot of my time. It takes up mostly every day of just constantly sending emails out, having conversations, Zoom meetings with different individuals to try and see if we can get funding, try and see if we can get support so we can dive into these areas of football. And we've got a plan set out. It's a 5-year plan of where we want to be, the growth of the club. And it was just hard to sort that out and deal with that while trying to also manage a team, organise the training sessions, get the training going, then running the training sessions, then coming to the match. While trying to concentrate on the match, you're updating the socials on the social media and stuff like that. And because we've got a small group of people behind the scenes who are really good and do a great job for us, there is still a lot that I still do myself, which I can't hand over to anybody else at the moment. So I made the decision to step down as Bushbury's manager because I didn't think I was giving them the full attention that they deserve. And now, moving on to that, we've now put Lee, Pitt and Gavin Tucker in charge, who were the two people that were helping me when I was manager. So you would have Lee, who was our assistant manager, and Gavin, who was the head coach. But now they've moved up and I've stepped away, so Lee Pitt's now the manager of Bushbury and Gavin Tucker is now the assistant manager. And I have a lot of faith in them. I honestly believe that they can bring a lot to the team and help the team grow a lot better than what I could do. So I'm confident in what they can achieve. We've still got a young squad, eager squad that's willing to learn from everything. It's been a tough season so far, but I know that we will get stronger and we will get better.
So, will you be concentrating any more on the women's team?
Yes, absolutely. So the women's team is one thing that I haven't stepped away from. The women's team, in my eyes, needs to grow a bit more. We knew when we first started the women's team that it was going to take a long time to grow. We knew it would take a lot longer than the men's game, but we know that we've got to be patient with it. And so far we've got 12 women and all of them are brilliant. They come to every training session, they work hard, always confident in asking questions and always talking to one another in the WhatsApp group that they're in. But we are looking for more players and we're looking at ways to get more players so the girls can start practicing more on an 11-a-side scale. Because at the minute, like I said, we've only got 12 and so it's 6v6 if we have a training match. And I would like to see an 11v11 training match. But we're patient with it. We know it's going to take a while and all the girls are doing their bit as well off the field to try and get more players on board by advertising on their social medias and also by word of mouth basically. But the women's game needs my full attention more than what the men's does at the minute. So that's why I haven't stepped away from that. That's one project that I'm going to still carry on working on personally to try and get it up. But yeah, I'm confident I will grow in time. I'm confident that we will meet our deadline, which is next season, where we're going to be starting their first campaign. So, yeah, at the minute, slow, but now it has my full attention and I'm going to be working twice as hard on it. I honestly believe that we're going to see some growth there, and I'm confident that the girls that are with us now will still be with us by this time next year.
Obviously, you'll be still keeping an eye on the men's result-wise, etc. So, I presume this is going to benefit you, more time for yourself, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit more time with the family, a little bit more time doing stuff with them, and obviously giving more time for myself, because it is a full-time job, it is hard work. I've not once shied away from it though, because I honestly believe that Bushbury can go to where we want it to go, which is the non-league goal. But we're realistic of how long it will take to get there. We're realistic on what we need to do and what we need to achieve before we reach that target. That's why it's a 5-year plan. We've seen other clubs do it. We've seen other clubs get success from it. And it's about basically looking at them, seeing what they did, try and implement what they did, but put our own Bushbury element on it. So there's a lot of these clubs that have not delved into the women's game because it's a difficult thing to do. There are some that have braved it and have had tremendous success from it. So we want to be a part of that as well. So why not try and run a team where we've got a good, strong women's team? And then eventually, hopefully, if it grows and grows, we'll have a developmental women's team as well. But another thing is the walking football, disability football. There's no, as far as I'm aware, people who started at the level what we've had who have even looked at going that route. The reason why we've looked at going that route is why not go that route? We've got like a lad who plays for us now who has a disability, who plays in the men's team. And if you look at him, that disability doesn't show one bit in his game. And he's just as good as anybody who hasn't got a disability. But it makes me more determined to get a disability team going, because there might be some lads out there who don't get given that opportunity to play because of the disability. So if we can get a disability team going, then why not start one? But same with the walking football. A lot of players who love football, they breathe football, they eat, sleep, drink football. When they get to a certain age, their time's over. But walking football is a chance to keep them going. And I've played walking football. It's difficult. It's more difficult than the actual game of football. So anybody who does that has my full respect, because it is a hard game to do, but it's something that we can do that benefits somebody who wants to still play. And that's anybody who's over the age of 50 or more. And then there's other options as well that we've looked at, but at the minute, it's just looking at it, writing it down, making notes, doing a little bit of research into it. So we know we're doing it right. We don't want to mess up or do it wrong. And hopefully try and get more people on board behind the scenes, because obviously we've got a good team behind the scenes, but it's small. We could do with getting a few more people on board, a few more people to help us who are passionate about the game like we are, who love the game as much as we do, and hopefully can grow it. And I had a conversation with one of the lads who plays in our men's team recently, and he was saying that he would love to be a coach one day. So then why can't Bushbury support that lad to get his coaching badges and hopefully have him as a coach in the future for Bushbury on one of the teams? It's one of them where this is a family, and if we can keep all these lads that have been with us from the beginning right up until the time where they can't do anything, then why not? Because even when their playing career's over, it's not their journey with Bushbury is not over. Get them into the coaching side if they want it, and if they do, get them coaching a team, give them the support, give them the encouragement to do it, and you'll see them shine in a different role. And there's a lot of lads, not many, but there's a lot of lads who are coming to their end of their careers now, who are with us for one last run or maybe for a couple more seasons. And this is why, if we expand into different areas of football, then why not keep these lads on as coaches? Because they are nice people, good human beings who work hard. And I know if they do go into a coaching role, they'll just work as hard.
Do you think you can still keep the players coming in to replace these players?
Absolutely, yeah. We, even to this day, we still get messages from people interested in joining our team. We had 2 new lads join us in the training session last night, who have just joined Bushbury, and it's one of them that we're a club that will always welcome players. We will never turn a player away because of his skill level. We will never turn a player away because of his skin colour or sexual orientation, if that's the correct way of putting that. It's one of them where we welcome everybody, and as long as you're a decent human being or willing to come on down and enjoy yourself and work hard, then why not allow them in and give them the opportunity to shine? Some lads progress faster than others, but we don't give up on the ones that are slower to progress, because we've seen players from the very beginning of starting this that who have, when you first looked at them, you thought, oh, they might struggle a little bit, you know, we're going to give them a little bit extra because we know they need it. But then you look at them now, and they're in, one of them's in the main team already, because the progression from when he first joined to now is incredible. And that's not just down to the coaches who taught him, it's down to that individual as well, because he's worked hard, he's never gave up, he's believed in the project, and he's here with us from day one. And I'll guarantee you, he'll probably be here with us right up until the days when he becomes a coach, if he wants to do that route. we are, like I say, and I keep saying it, we're a family, and we will look after everybody in this family who are willing to come on board and go for as long as they want to go for. Because there could be some lads who just want to play, and then eventually when their playing time's gone over, they'll go. And that's again comes back to the walking football. You can gradually move them up. So when they get to an age where they know they can't play any more football, there are other opportunities there, like over 35s football, walking football, where they can still play football if they didn't want the coaching role, but the coaching role will always be there for them as well. We want to give options to the people that work hard, the people who are here week in, week out, working. And that's why I'm glad that next week we've got the first match for the developmental side, because they've earned that. They've been training so hard, waiting for their chance to shine. And this is it now. We've got them a decent manager who's a good hard coach, who works hard, works them hard, and he'll have them ready for that game. And I'm excited to see that game, because I know that it's been a long time coming for some of those lads. But yeah, I'm proud of everything that we're doing here as a club. I'm proud of everybody who's involved, because everybody here has given 110%. We've come across setbacks and we've made mistakes, but it's one of them where you learn from those mistakes. You take them as a lesson. Every day is a lesson, because you can learn something new from everything. Even in success, there's always something new to learn. So we learn from our failures, we learn from our successes, and we'll grow, and we'll keep growing, and we'll keep growing until we can go as far as we can go. And I honestly believe that we've got a good group of lads, we've got a good group of women, we've got a good group of coaches, and this team will go far one day. And we're not stupid in knowing it's going to take a long time. We do know it's going to be a long process, but we believe in the process, and that's the main thing. As long as we believe in the process and we keep working hard and stick together as one family, we'll get to where we want to be all together.
Well, it sounds like you've got your head screwed on where the team's concerned and everything. So I wish you the best of luck, and hope everything works out for you. And speak to you maybe again sometime.
Well, hopefully you won't be seeing too much of me on YouTube anymore. It'll be the other guys that matter. But yeah, it's good to talk, good to show that we're heading in the right direction now. With a good team, with the main team and the developmental team. We've got their own coaching team now as well. And then the women's team will be growing a lot quicker now, because I'll be working twice as hard on that. But yeah, hopefully one day when I'm talking, it'll be about new teams that we get going. But yeah, happy, ecstatic that we're growing well, we're growing on schedule, and we're still all together from the early days right up until now. So yeah, happy.
Right, best of luck.
Thank you.